was brutal. Why am I stupid? Why did I think voicing everyone was a good idea? I'm having fun. But oh my gosh, I wanted to die. That was such a good scene, though. I know I should have said this before I, like, took a break, but I really needed that break. But oh my gosh, that was such a good scene. I really love seeing everyone involved. That was so good. Yeah, I'm a nerd, but I really like these characters. It was just really nice seeing them all over again. Ah, that was so good. Yeah. Gosh. I love how Tataru, like, is like, oh no, I'm not joining you. It's like, and I'm just like, I'm still forever mad Kryle is not on the damn poster with the Scions. But Tataru is? I don't know, maybe she'll come back later in the story, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what to expect. I just know everything's gonna start going to shit at some point. Because this is going way too smoothly right now, and they're expecting us, and we don't know that. Well, let us continue then. A frosty reception. I'm told the airship pilot has been sent to meet you. Ah, there he is! Alright, this is where we go our separate ways. Do be careful, won't you? I modeled your clothing on what Alphino and I wore when we journeyed from Lord Harshafon's falling snows to Ishgard for the first time. In those days, I barely knew one end of a sewing needle from the other, and as you've always had very individual tastes, I let you pick your own outfit. I'd like to think my skills have improved since then, but do you know what's more important than skill? Heart and soul! There's plenty to be found in each and every one of my works. I feel bad not wearing that outfit. I just don't like super bulky clothes. I'm sorry, Tataru. Thank you. Right. Let us continue then. It's an honor to finally meet you. We of the Garland Ironworks will be ferrying you and your contingent across the mountains and into Garland. For many of us, it will be something of a homecoming. Our illustrious founder was only our most notable Imperial defector. For that reason, the company is committed to the success of this expedition. Our resources are at your disposal. If there is aught we might do to be of further assistance, please do not hesitate to ask. If you are ready to depart, I will ready the engines. Upon boarding the airship, oh no, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Gosh, there's too many cutscenes in this level section. But here we go. Let's do this. Maybe I'll hit 83 tonight. I don't know. In addition, you will be required to participate in battle. Okay, so there is going to be a duty going on. If you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. Please do not scare me. I hope I don't disconnect. Right, from Alamico, up northwards now. I wonder if the clouds will lift.
Ilsabard, divided in twain by a vast mountain range. Those who would traverse its jagged peaks face peril at every step. But why go by foot when one can simply fly? On the outskirts of the Imperial capital, in the frozen wastes of the Magna Glacius.
Wow, we already got here?
In icy protest, as if to warn against further trespass.
Oh gosh. The one cold boy can't handle the cold. Of course Graha gets the cool coat. Oh, and Lisa's wearing Resistance outfit.
We've received word from Thancred's reconnaissance party. They've sighted a detachment of heavily armed Imperials.
So, I keep wondering, this is completely unrelated to this right now, but I keep wondering, Emmett Self keeps voicing his thoughts. I think I've mentioned before, it's weird that he's the one doing it. And I really wonder if that memory thing is going to come to play with him at some point, because in that Ethereal Sea mention of bringing another soul. Let's continue.
Survivors of the Civil War, perhaps? Perhaps, but there is more to it than that. Maxima reports that they're led by Virgilia, legatus of the 3rd Legion, which comprises the bulk of their number. However, they are also joined by several members of the 1st.
From what I recall, the 3rd Legion fought for Nerva in the War of Succession following Varus's death. The 1st, on the other hand, were under the direct command of the Emperor and rejected Nerva's claim to the throne. These legions were enemies.
Indeed. In fact, our sources claim that it was a conflict between them that sparked the Civil War. Yet now, these former foes cooperate to defend a ruined Garlemald from invasion.
So are they just tempered, all of them?
Then it is all but certain they have been tempered.
Yeah, I don't see a reason how they wouldn't be at this point.
So, what's the plan? If me and my crew is out reaving, we charge straight in, no messing about. But that ain't what we're here for.
Quite right. Soldiers or no, they are people of Garlemald, the very ones we have come to aid. Direct confrontation is unavoidable. Nevertheless, we must make every effort to limit casualties on both sides. Rather than kill them, I would remove them from the field.
How so? Savage beatings, disarmament, and imprisonment? Not impossible, but easier said than done in the heat of battle.
Oh, Urash is wearing his old cloak.
Having observed the opposition, I imagined Thancred had something to suggest.
He did. He and the other scouts have already infiltrated a supply depot some distance beyond the Imperial detachment's current position. Stored within is a stockpile of Magitech armaments, and once we give the signal, Thancred's team will destroy them all. In so doing, we will deprive frontline troops of materiel, and likely force the detachment to send men to investigate.
Divide and conquer. Not a bad idea.
Once the scouts have finished their preparations, we will split into 2 groups. The first will form the vanguard, while the other brings up the rear with our supplies. As for the Scions, I ask that you lend your assistance where you deem it needed most. I would prefer, however, that you accompany the rearguard and be prepared to join the van at a moment's notice. Kept in reserve as our trump card, so to speak.
I'm not really okay with that. Alright, I understand that I'm important among us, but still, I'd rather be there in the fray with all of you. Meanwhile, at the Imperial Supply Depot. Oh, he looks cool. Ah, that hoods. Hrothgar wearing hoods are so cute.
Your proposal was well received. More specifically, they asked that we destroy the Imperial's toys in as spectacular a fashion as possible.
Miss Stoner always did have a flair for the dramatic. She's not an easy woman to please, but I shall do my best to satisfy her thirst for fireworks.
I love how he just susses out that it's her who says that.
All right. Once more for my peace of mind. Our first objective will be to rig the enemy's magitech with explosives. After we've withdrawn to a safe distance, we'll detonate them remotely. Our second will be to issue a deactivation command to the automated units via the control terminal. If our calculations are correct, this signal should reach those deployed on the front line, giving our friends a much-needed upper hand. The blizzard will help us stay hidden, so let's aim to get in and out before it passes. Trust in the plan, and we should all live to see tomorrow.
In the meantime, I will relay messages back and forth as the situation unfolds. You'll forgive me if I ask again, but are you certain you wish to play the lone wolf?
Wouldn't have it any other way. Call it foolish and reckless if you like, but I'll get the job done. I always do.
Very well. I wish you the best of luck.
Oh gosh, oh no. Assuming there's nothing else you wish to confirm, we may commence the mission as soon as you're ready. Hinges on falling points. Swift deception. Oh, this is nice. They give a little tutorial. Silent takedown when you render a soldier unconscious. Okay. Let's give it a
Keep your
shot.
wits about you.
It's done. We only have one shot at this, so let's make it count.
Okay, I'm going the other way then.
Damn.
Oh god.
Spotted.
Almost damaged it though. That should do the trick. Now hide in some room.
This is Thancred. The explosives are in place.
Very good. All is proceeding as planned. Head to the control tower. It should be to the northwest.
Understood. Have the others wait at the rendezvous point.
It's not gonna last long enough. Oh, barely. That's too much of a mess for me to deal with. Oh boy.
Seven hells.
Shit. Oh boy. Just make sure nothing's coming this way. It does. I keep forgetting if Magitech will get fooled by invisibility too. Oh gosh! No! Yeah. Damn it. Damn it. Whew. I think that's it then. Okay. I was so concentrating I couldn't think to voice.
You are returned, and none the worse for wear, to my considerable relief.
What news from our comrades?
They stand at the ready.
Excellent. Then let the fireworks begin.
Oh boy, that's a lot of explosions for trying to minimize casualties. A few moments later, at the rear of the Ilsabard contingent supply caravan. Chocobos!
The blizzard's beginning to clear. The Vanguard should be engaging the Imperials any moment now. If they haven't already. Ishtola and the others are with them, so I'm sure they'll be all right, but...
Uh-oh.
Wait! Something's coming!
Oi, oi! Looks like we ain't the only ones who sent out scouts. Keep them away from the carriages! We lose those, and we're as good as dead!
So we need these supplies to survive. Oh, I love the new unsheath animation! Gosh, it's so good! In the coming battle, you will fight as myself. Alright.
Fighters! Protect the others!
Oh, I might need, Alex is okay right now. Okay. Hopefully in a second. Or I think she has it well in hand. Alright. Alright, we have it well in hand.
A brief respite, but stay alert.
Alright.
Keep the carriages safe.
Assist the middle-aged troops. Alright. They're gonna stay here. Alright.
What impeccable timing! Fear not, friends! The savior of Ishgard is here!
Alright, let's help them out on this side. Okay, seems they're okay now. Oh, one more. Alright, if it just destroyed it.
A fine display, but the other carriages are still in danger.
Alright.
Go on ahead. We'll hold the line.
Okay, Sigurd.
We're the only ones still struggling. So we put our backs into it then. I've been itching for a good scrap.
They got it well in hand. Graha heckin' exploded them. Magitech reinforcements arrived. Okay. Big Bass is going for the carriages. Stop it in its tracks. Ugh. Quick, broadside it. Right. Gosh, this thing is not going down without a fight, eh? Okay. Still not enough. That should be it.
You lot alright back there?
Alright, I'll check on him.
We're fine. I'm ready for more.
Alright, good.
Hear that? Get to the front and turn the tide.
Alright. Head north and join the vanguard. Head to the front line. Alright. Meanwhile, on the front line... This music? Go Lise, damn! Inside. Sleep. Alright. Also sleep. Huh.
Removed from the field was not a euphemism for enthusiastically murder.
It's nothing that won't heal in time.
Oof.
The trouble is, their tempering has made them utterly fearless. Subduing them would be easier if they had the capacity to submit in the first place.
Well, this is the path our young charges would have us walk, and that we all agreed to follow. You knew it would be hard, yet still you pledged your lance, did you not?
Everyone kind of rags on Estinian a bit.
That I did.
We're gonna swap with someone else?
That's for Gilia. Damn it. I need to help the others take her down.
There's no end to them!
Alright, I'm here then.
I was wondering when you'd turn up.
Got it. Let's do this then.
There's no stopping us now. Come on. Let's show them what we're made of.
Right, let's do this. I thought for a second we were gonna play as Lise. You know, like we should have at the end of Stormblood, but...
We have them now! Forward!
Let's fight Pyramid Estate for the time being. Thancred's team have thrown the enemy into disarray. Holy! Aha!
Right. Let them have it!
I guess this is my group then. At least can you handle all that? Now it's our turn.
As a raging bull!
Go Pippin! Nice! Nicely done. can't get a cast in. Let me save the Bahamut for a moment. No! Don't you dare! Hold on, I'm coming!
That's her! Virgilia!
Alright. Bahamut!
Do not fall behind!
Out of there! Keep going. Ruination. Oh. There's so much going on in this battle. Right?
Is everyone alright?
Chose the wrong moment. Oh boy. Keep the war machines at bay!
Kill or die!
There's Sabo. Oh, the center is safe. Haha, more fodder for my flames. So many. At this rate, we will be overwhelmed. I will not fall so easily. These curs will taste my wrath. No one you've beaten. More of them, quick! Lend Sadu a hand. Gosh, this is pure chaos. Make way! These whelps. I shall escape my chance.
Before the sun!
Oh my gosh, there's so much going on! Where is she? Where is that Imperial? Where did she go? Ugh, we did okay. We did manage to beat her.
A worthy adversary.
that music.
Rest, recover, reclaim yourself. Then we will fight again, to the death. Sadu Hatun.
Wow. He's just like, oh. But I did stuff.
That was the last of them. The day is ours, thanks to your timely arrival. What of the supply caravan?
It's fine, thankfully. We did get hit by some stuff, though.
Outmaneuvered, but not outmatched. Good. Let us take the Imperials into custody and rejoin our comrades. And soon we shall arrive at the capital.
Aye, ain't that ominous as a figure out there? Gosh, that was a really good instance. I really loved how the characters acted. Just...
So cold and unforgiving. Thus spoke Emperor Solus as he gazed upon his barren domain.
Odd anecdote, but...
800 years it had been since the Garleans first set foot here. Bested by the Kavosi after centuries of war and driven from fertile southern pastures into the blasted northern wastes. In that garden of desolation, they clung to one another for warmth, freezing, hungry, desperate, hated. The chosen forsaken. In the year 1513 of the 6th Astral Era, a young legatus named Solus single-handedly sparked the Magitech Revolution. How did he conceive the machina that feed on ceruleum?
Asians, right?
Once a common, soft-spoken soldier, how had he so quickly ascended through the ranks? Like so many others, those who knew the truth are gone. Taking in the capital with his eyes for the first time, I recall thinking to myself, far colder on the earth than in the heavens. Yes, far colder indeed, bitterly so.
Here we are.
Not so much as a whisper.
The roads leading beyond the city walls would have been used less in recent years. Nevertheless, this was one of the most important gateways into the capital.
A buzz day and night with activity, aye. Merchants passing through the checkpoint, many of them stopping at the local hostelries.
Surely they cannot all have been tempered.
We can consider the question after we have made camp. If we spend any longer outside, we may well freeze to death where we stand. The tempered Imperials, too.
This will be our temporary base of operations. Secure shelter for ourselves and the injured, and dispatch scouts to survey the surrounding area.
If we're planning on staying here a while, we ought to give this place a proper name.
Well, the constant sound of ice cracking underfoot makes me think of broken glass. An apt name, perhaps. But enough of this. To work, everyone!
Alright, so is this place gonna have a lot of little tents and stuff now around? Yeah, looks like they built a few temporary locations and tents. Even now, though, there's fairly few people here. Right, let's tune to this. It's as good as any, right? Alright. Sorry, I'm feeling rather unwell. Is it the proximity of the tower? You are very sensitive to the ether. And it's drawing out the ether from your area, right? This is perilous terrain, you hear me? Keep your guard up at all times. We must remain as mobile as we are able in such temperatures as these. I fear that if we stand still for too long, the ice and snow might freeze our very bones. Thank you. Don't go shouting this about, but the truth is, during the occupation of Alamigo, I was an Imperial conscript. Still, for all the sleepless nights they've given me, my experiences during those long, awful years might finally be put to use. Okay. I knew we'd find the capital in a bit of a poor state. What with the aftermath of the Civil War and a veritable army of darkness skulking about, well, this is just ridiculous. No one said anything about automated war machina stalking the ruins. Mind you, if anyone's brave enough to take them on, they should serve as a decent source of spare parts and whatnot. The machinists will be chuffed to bits. Oh, metal. Shouldn't be long before we have half a decent camp with so many helping hands. I was concerned the snow might hinder our progress, but our Ishgardian friends are used to working in conditions like these. Come back and check you guys in a second. Ambagai. Gods, this place is cold! We have our share of chilly nights on the steppe, but I've never experienced anything like this before. Gosh, I really love the town music for this expansion. Town. Many of us took quite a beating on the Magna Glaciers. We all helped each other out, hobbled through the snow and wind, sparing nary a thought for which delegation we each belonged to. From now, we're all firm comrades, through thick and thin. If any of these get too damp, it could spell trouble for us. I'm the quartermaster here. It's my job to make sure the camp remains both well supplied and well maintained. Chaka. We have come too far, risked too much to worry solely about our own hides. There's so much more at stake. What'd you say, little guy? Am I ever glad to be stationed so close to a campfire? Oh wow, they're inside the building too? Oh gosh, everyone is here. Virgilia is in our care, along with the rest of the Tempered. Glory to Golimond, glory to Golimond, they still whisper in their sleep, even as they writhe in pain. Raban taught me a lot about military strategy during exercising in the fringes, coordinating units with wildly different capabilities, surveying and securing hostile terrain, that sort of thing. Now I have the chance to put his teachings into practice. We've asked the Ironworks members and some of our other comrades to stay with the airships. In the event we are discovered, we must be ready to move them swiftly to a safer location. This is all that remains of Latera. Home has become empty husks. If this is the state of the outlying villages, I dread to think what has become of the capital. Once everything is in place, we will discuss our next move. The tempered soldiers are sleeping soundly while they undergo treatment. There are too many to attend at once, but I and the other healers will see to all eventually. Hells bells, this place is bloody freezing. I'd rather be tied to the topmast in a storm than suffer this cold any longer. Anyone what can spare a twig of rum, that'll sort me right out. Oh no, poor Sigurd. But man, it'd be nice to close this to the cold. I guess there's not much power to do so. We Domans owe our freedom to our Elorzian allies, and I was one of many to volunteer for this endeavor. We'll be glad to lend our assistance whenever it is needed. As a lot of Gallians will strongly object to our presence here, we must be vigilant for those who might endanger the camp. I wonder where the others went. In the other buildings? If you can't even get to them. Oh, there's Graha. June. It's not only the tempered that need care. Fair few of our own were wounded on the Magna Glacies. If only we hadn't needed to defend the supply caravan, a lot more of us could have joined the front line. Our comrades certainly haven't wasted any time establishing a base of operations. Between guarding our supplies and keeping an eye on the tempered as they undergo treatment, we're certainly kept busy. What wretched weather to be laboring in. As if this work went hard enough. I don't know where the others went. Just kind of wanting to explore a little, but I don't think the others are around here. It's not only thieves we need to watch it for, but wild creatures and the like. The smell from our cookpot draws them in, you see. Yeah, I don't know where the others are, but... That's a lot of ice sprites, but I guess this would be the place for them, huh? Alright. Let's continue on. I don't think I see Urianje and Bancrate and whatnot. In spite of the obstacles we faced, our plan proceeds apace. Just a little further and we will reach the capital itself. Still, we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. As soon as the camp has been made fit for purpose, we are to discuss a course of action with Lucia. Would you mind asking Ishtal and Graha to join us in that building to the northeast of the camp? Alice and I will meet you there. A meeting? Yes, I'll make my way over once my head is cleared. In truth, I've been feeling out of sorts since we arrived. The air is thick with a palpable aura of malevolence. 'Tis the monstrous tower, jagged, hideous, and unholy. Even at this distance, its presence is overwhelming. Much like the sensation I felt in the Tower of Zot, only far more terrifying. Ether flows unceasingly towards it, converging into a swirling mass of unfathomable power. For a blessing, the constant chill in the air is helping to anchor my senses in the here and now. Tell the others I shall be with you in a few moments. Well, at least I know where Graha is now. You'll be pleased to know most of the Tempered have been quartered inside the nearby buildings and are receiving treatment as we speak. I do, however, feel no small amount of guilt for commandeering civilian homes. The occupants may be long gone, but everything is exactly as they left it. Considering the length of time that has clearly passed since, one would expect to find them ransacked. Strangely, there are no signs of anything having been stolen. It is possible that everyone fled at the first sign of trouble, though it seems to be they left far too many useful possessions behind. Although there is no conclusive evidence, I strongly suspect they were Tempered. Sorry, I was merely thinking aloud. You mentioned a meeting? I will make my way there. I love how that Lala's just standing on the table. Thank you for informing the others of our meeting. When everyone is here, we will begin. More than ruin.
Our present situation is as follows. Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city, for therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
I have a suggestion, if I may. Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their tempering, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
Well, that's convenient. Hopefully.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers in their ministrations. Of course, I will require a porxy of my own, assuming you can spare one.
Would you like a hand?
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twill be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
This talk of curing the Tempered is all well and good, but I reckon the cold is a more pressing concern. All the houses round here are fitted with ceruleum heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is, the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next. My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
Understood. The machinist will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We have made our presence known to the Telophoroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position.
Yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle from here.
That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
I somehow doubt that.
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmatian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial Palace. How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
Twould be my honor to be of service, though I doubt that you of all people need rely on my tricks.
That leaves us with guard duty.
That we can
As
do.
a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino. Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rime. I would have you search the area for survivors.
Oh, so we're going on our own scouting mission.
Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels, should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
I'm so tempted. God, I'm too nice.
I have faith that you will, and look forward to greeting you on your safe return. You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
I'd rather not complain to Lucia, you know? I'm very tempted, but were it anyone else, I probably would have. Lucia has too much of my respect, though. I've never thought myself much of an explorer, though I suppose my adventures have taken me to all sorts of strange and distant places. With that in mind, traversing an ice field should be a simple feat. There's this odd perception that Ishgardians have lived their whole lives in the snow, but it really wasn't that bad before the calamity. And afterwards, well, it was rarely more than a few paces from a raging fire. This dreadful place, on the other hand, is nothing but cold, cold, cold! And it's my understanding that Ilsabard has always been this way? Gods, can you imagine? Oh boy. Gods be good. If it's this cold with Tataru's cold clothing, I dread to think how we'd fare without it. I must remember to thank her when we next meet. It makes me realize, too, that while the people of Garlemald have spent their whole lives in conditions like these, even they'd be hard-pressed to survive away from the warmth of their homes. If there are any survivors, we must find them, and quickly. So, it's into the Eblan Rime we go. But where do we even start looking in such a place? Still 82. Tracks in the snow. Menelaine is, as usual, milling about aimlessly. What ho, chums! Been given something to do, have you? As it happens, I too have been ordered to make myself useful. Sounds like a rather tall order. Since you ask, we're to scour the Eblan Rime for survivors. What? Wander around ice fields on the off chance you'll find someone? You'd take forever to finish the job without the benefit of my expertise, or more specifically, my telescope. Come, friends, I know just the spot to begin our search. I'll probably regret this, but we may as well humor him. Well, far it be from me from taking a convenient site here. I'm surprised by how many wild beasts there are roaming about the place. Perhaps now that the soldiers have gone, they're free to wander and forage as they please. The few buildings I can see don't appear to be residences. They may still want investigation, though. I spy with my little telescope A massive sheep thing. Or maybe it's a cow. Not what we're after either way. Is that an aether current? Ah, no, just a wind sprite. Other than that, it's all snow, snow, snow. Below, what do I see over yon hillock? There's no mistaking it. That's a girl. A survivor? Show me! Over there, behind that tree. It looks like she's running away from something. Though surely not us. She wouldn't even know we're here unless she had a telescope like mine. All I can tell is that she's wearing a pale green dress. A rather fetching one at that. She'll be long gone by the time we get anywhere near. We should be able to follow her footprints. Yeah, that's a good point. I'll let Lucia know where you're heading. Oh, and take these warming tinctures with you. The poor girl must be chilled to the bone, if not on the verge of freezing to death. That's actually very thoughtful. Thank you. But won't you need some for yourself? No, I'll be fine. As a man of chivalry, my honor demands I do no less. And lest we forget, the very reason we are here is to protect those in need. Now go, and Godspeed! Alright, let's get going, guys. Thank you. See you later. Why are you still here? If you dally any longer, you will miss your chance to play the hero. Alright. Hi-yo! Alright, let's see. So they're going off in this direction. A trail of fresh footprints lead east. Let's see. She might have stayed on this ridge, but like as not, maybe she went down? Mayhap. Is someone up there? Yeah, okay, that's what that shadow is then. It says down, so... okay, she did go down off. There's Alice and Alphato, so they're already ahead of the game. Lead towards the building. According to the label here, this place was used by those involved with extracting ceruleum. We're getting closer, I'm sure of it. At first we thought she'd gone inside the building, but the door doesn't look to have been opened in some time. She might still be nearby, so we'll keep looking around here. Then again, it's also possible that she ran right past this place. Would you mind searching up ahead? I feel like it would be better up on that little ridge there to look. A bow? Oh! The girl in green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. Were you to call out to her from this distance, it might attract wild beasts to your location. It would be safer to get closer first, but you must do so without drawing her attention. So she's over there. Follow the girl from a safe distance. The objective will end in fail if you are noticed. Make use of cover such as rocks to approach her without being seen. Similarly, the objective will also end in failure if you fall too far behind. Should you fail to complete the objective, you may try again. So far, so good. Oh gosh, what the actual hell is that? Oh. That sound scared me so much. Is someone there? I must be imagining things. Again, my carbuncle is giving me a heart attack. Better catch my breath. If those beasts spot me, I'm done for. Gosh, what the actual hell are those things? I hope my luck holds. Nope, nope, stop, stop running, stop. Got to keep going. They're all depending on me. Just a little further. This is it, the final spurt. Okay. Still in one piece. Oh no. Who are you? Stay back! This house is packed with explosives. Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high. Please, we just want to talk. I'm Alphino, and this is my sister, Alice, and our good friend Bluebird. We have no intention of hurting or taking anything from you or anyone else. I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. Aid? You savages are the ones responsible for all of this. You did this to us. No, we didn't, I promise you. One of the other reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Telefroi are the ones to blame. They're the ones who laid waste to Garlemald, and they won't stop until they've destroyed the entire world. They're the enemy. Our enemy. On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who had been made their thralls. Those poor souls are now in our care, and we're striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first person we've met who wasn't already enslaved. How were you able to escape the Telefroi's influence? Are there any others like you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? My name's Licinia. As far as I've managed to stay sane, I've been asking myself the same question. Ever since that night. And the roar. The terrible roar. And then the screams. I was screaming too, I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Then came the silence. Everything was still. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside. If your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran past friends, people I'd known all my life, eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. Others were mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers, but didn't stay to watch. I fled as far as my legs would take me. Do you have family here? Is this their home? No, this is Victor's spoils. A mansion for retired soldiers. Or it was. But now me and a few others are borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making that up. I just wanted to keep everyone else safe, and I didn't know if you were... The truth is, our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help. Can you? Of course. Whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Thank you. I'd better tell the others first, though. Wait here. This is everyone. The senior says you can be trusted, but these are desperate times. We'd be fools to let foreign troops into our home. Having said that, we're due to provide us with means of heating the place, as a sign of goodwill. Perhaps we could take you at your word. If that is too much to ask, then leave us be. Time to put my firewood gathering skills to use. Could you provide the spark with a little magic, Alice? Of course. We'll have a fire burning in no time. Maybe we'll build it under that gazebo. The what? Oh, you mean the bower. Yes, do as you will. The tracks in the snow, complete. Alright, let's see. Oh boy, still more. I'm feeling rather tired now, though. I might have to stop for now. Whew. That was a lot going on so far. Man, I feel like this is an okay stopping point, but not the best. But I suppose I'll have to call it for tonight. Let's see how far we've walked. Barely any distance. There's still a bit. Just 2, huh? I wonder. This is the edge of the map around here, at least. And then we're close to the stations and the trains. I hear a very subtle sound. I don't know what that is. Some chanting? If I turn my sound, I don't quite hear it. But if I turn it this way, I can hear it. I wonder if it's a radio? Kind of sounds almost like a radio. I suppose I'll have to find out tomorrow then. I think I'm a little too tired to continue. And the sun's just come. I suppose we'll have to see then. Alright, well, taking a break for now. Hopefully I'll be back on tomorrow morning for a bit. But it is almost Christmas, so I'm not holding my breath out for that. Man, I'm really debating if I should go off or not. Or if I should continue. Well, let me wish everyone a good night on the guild. Catch you later.